What is up, guys? Your homeboy Daniel from Tiny Studio Production. And today in the house, we got my homegirl, Steph Star. Follow her on TikTok. It's hilarious. This is your first time on a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess one thing that I've noticed about you is that you've been like blowing up on the TikTok scene, and ever since I've known you, like I just like you don't even try. Like everything you do is just like, yeah, I know you don't mean to be funny sometimes, but you just
I know. Like, people just laugh at me, and I'm like, I don't even say anything. I just talk, and then for whatever reason they laugh, and I'm fucking trying to be serious right now.
Yeah. So when you're on TikTok, and when did you started noticing like, oh shit, like I'm getting like a following? Like,
I know I started it. The only reason I got on TikTok is because my daughter wanted to make videos. So I was like, what is this? So I kind of like took over. I was like, move, bitch. I was like, move, bitch. So I just started posting, and like I do more. It was like more voiceovers and stuff like that. And I started off with the children. And then I just started. There was one day where I would log in, and then I had like 5K, and then I logged in again, and like I had like another 6K, and I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, where did all these people come from?
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything like special. It was just very, I was doing the same voiceovers that other people would do, but for whatever reason they wanted to follow me, and they chose to follow me. And unfortunately I did get off of TikTok for a good while, so I lost a lot of followers. But slowly I've been trying to, I hop on every now and then. It's not like an everyday thing anymore, but maybe in the future. I don't know.
Yeah. and the majority is voiceover, or do you like switch it up sometimes?
Sometimes I try to switch it up. I do want to, like, I still post like a lot on Snapchat. So I kind of want to use TikTok as my Snapchat type deal. But
I noticed Snapchat also has like its own little, where it's like you could share a story to highlights.
Yeah.
Have you messed with that?
I haven't. Mm-mm.
Yeah, because I'll see some people like share it on their Snap, like, oh, I got like thousands of like views or whatever.
Yeah.
But I notice nowadays, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, even YouTube, they all have those little shorts, reels,
Reels.
I noticed that if you want to get paid, like everything has to be original. Because if you put like a famous song or whatever, like me with my photography, I don't give a fuck. Like I'll just add a badass song to the slideshow, and
yeah,
I don't get paid, but it's kind of like it also helps to use like those famous songs to get followers. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's either like, do you want to get followers or do you want to get paid? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you gotten monetized yet or not through TikTok?
Through TikTok, I was getting paid through it with the videos, but I actually just joined. I forgot what it was called because it was like the TikTok funds or whatever. But I just changed it to something else.
Professional.
I forgot what it's called. But yeah, I was getting money off of it, and I had this person that would give me like so much shit, like, oh, like, you're not a good mom because you're making videos on TikTok, and I was like,
you're never gonna please everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
And I was like, well.
Yeah, fuck them.
It pays for my chicken wings.
Now I'm getting monetized on Facebook, and in the beginning it was good, but lately they've been kind of culos. So I mean.
Yeah, I actually just signed up I put on all my information on Facebook, to start hopefully bringing in some moolah.
Podcast. Any podcast that you watch that?
Yeah. So the podcast that I like listening to is like true crime and stuff like that. So there's one in particular that I really, really love. It's called Murder in America. And it's actually a couple. They're from Austin, and they moved away to a different state, but it's called Murder in America. They talk about like different murders that happen. So they go into depths into it. They go into death. Which is no pun intended. They just talk about like a whole bunch of murders that did happen. For example, they talked about Columbine. They talked about the shooting that happened in Las Vegas a couple of years ago at a concert. But what I do like about that podcast is that they actually put actual clips of 911 phone calls or from the news clips in there. So, and they put like little background music as well, and they have nice voices. Yeah. The wife, she has like a really soft voice like this, and she's, you know, so it's nice to hear. There's also another one called Crime Junkie that I listen to. That one, it's a girl talking as well, but she's more like, you're talking about murder, so, you know, put your voice down a little bit, but she's more like, and then she answered the door and the killer was there, you know. So
while she's talking, are they showing like B-roll too, or it's just mainly
well, I listen to it on Spotify.
Oh, it's sound.
Yeah, so it's just audio. I listen to it at work when I'm working, or on my drive to work. It's usually when I listen to the podcast.
Have you heard of that Bobby girl that like blew up on the podcast? She had interviewed Drake.
No.
You haven't seen that one?
No.
She's like very like monotone, and she's like, I guess her persona's like unimpressed. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But it's,
oh wait, yeah, I think were they like on a bed or something? Yeah, I saw little clips of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah. Okay, yeah. So I do want to bring out other stuff that, you know, like you like to do. So it's gonna be a mixture of different stuff. And okay. One thing you were mentioning is the whole hiking and birding. What's your experience on that? Anything you want to give, like, share information, you know?
So with hiking, I've always liked to go hiking and stuff, even though, I mean, I fucking get tired like a motherfucker, but I actually just recently got into birding. So with birding, you know, you take your little binoculars, you take your little bird books and stuff, and as you're hiking, you identify birds. And it just makes the hiking experience a little bit more exciting. And there's just so many fucking birds here in the valley. It's one of the biggest birding places, like, in the United States, believe it or not. I don't know if you knew that about us here. So we have birding centers, and there's just so many different types of birds out there that you wouldn't even, you know, like, when the fuck do you think about birds? You know, a bird is a bird. But when you go into the birding world, there's just so fucking many. As a matter of fact, there was a big thing about a specific bird that was in Corpus, that they spotted in Corpus, and that bird isn't from here. Like, the bird's from Panama, and it's just shit. I don't know how the fuck it got here.
Lost stone.
It got lost. And everybody, like thousands of people, came down to Corpus. This was last week, actually. Came down to Corpus Christi, and just to see a little bird this big.
Wow, like, they caught it or what?
No, they didn't catch it. I mean, it's out there flying free, but it's just not a bird that's from here.
Yeah.
You know, so, and then a couple of weeks ago, we had the migration of hummingbirds. So there was a whole bunch of hummingbirds around and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty interesting.
What's your favorite bird?
They're called great kiskidees, and they're like little green birds and stuff. They're very loud. They sing a lot, but they're pretty cute.
That's cool.
They're around a lot.
There was one that, because you know how sometimes you're scrolling through Facebook, and there was a video on like this bird, big ass bird. It was black and red, and it was like they're really fucking loud. But I don't know. I forgot the name of it.
Oh my gosh, my mind went blank. The cardinals.
Not the,
because cardinals are black and red too.
It's like it's like the size of a parrot pretty much, but it's black and red.
Oh.
I don't know. I'll show it to you later.
Like I said, I like birding. I don't know. I can't identify all of them yet.
It has 5 eyes. All right, so let's talk about concerts. Mm-hmm. What's the last concert you went to?
The last concert I went to was the Grupo Frontera concert in Hidalgo.
Shout out to them for putting us on the map.
Yeah, I love it. I love that they're local, and I'm all for it. And they make good songs. Dude,
it's crazy because like me, I don't really like. I'm already at an age where I hear a song, I'm like badass, but I'm not. Before I was like a junkie. I would download it, fucking put it in my. So for a while, like I was hearing all of Grupo Frontera's songs that like friends would be jamming and all that.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, I like that song. Oh, I like that song. But I never like made the effort to like, you know, Shazam. So when they blew up, I went back and I'm like, holy fuck. Like all the songs that I had heard, like, you know, like I liked them. Yeah. So they kind of remind me a little bit of Los Palominos. Like, but like a more modern, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
What about you? Like, who would you compare them to?
I would. Yeah, I guess you're right. Like, it's up. Usually their songs like are more upbeat and stuff. The lyrics and everything. I think what I like about them the most is that a lot of the time, like, their lyrics are relatable, you know?
Yeah.
And I think I find it so funny. I was actually having this conversation the other day how me myself personally, I like to listen to sad songs.
We all do.
Like the sad, like those hit better, you know what I mean? So you're like,
those are raw as fuck.
Yeah. So yeah, they make good songs. Like they have one that says in the lyrics it says like that he's drunk, like you have me drunk from Monday to Monday, you know, I'm drinking every day because you fucking love you fucking bitch.
In your opinion, which collab was better?
Fuck.
The Pluma or the Bad Bunny?
Ooh.
Between those two, because
I'm like I don't. They were both really good, honestly, but I think the Bad Bunny one blew up more than the Peso Pluma one. I like Peso Pluma. He has really good songs too. I listen to the lyrics and stuff, but I guess yeah, the Bad Bunny one. Yeah. Sorry, Mexico.
No, I'm not gonna say shit. They had canceled that girl, remember?
Yalitza? Yes.
That shit, I mean...
Okay, so with that...
I'm going to give my input on that, but I mean, I'll say it. So, how old is that? Yeah. How old is she?
She's chiquitita. She's
yeah,
little.
So to me, it's like, I understand, you know, that the raza got offended. But at the same time, she's growing up, you know what I mean? Like, she's learning from her mistakes. Look at Justin Bieber, like, growing up, he fucked up a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I think she learned from that, you know what I mean? You're more outspoken when you're younger. Like, there's no filter, you know?
But it's not just that either. She's from over here. She was born here. So she doesn't really know the Mexican culture, the Mexican customs. For example, like me. She's
a like, not to be mean, but coconut a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like, you know.
I got a few.
Unfortunately, I was never growing up. I didn't even know Dia de los Muertos existed. Like, I didn't know about that growing up.
You're like, what the fuck's going on
here?
Until
I saw Coco. Like, there's so many colors out here. For real, like, I didn't. My family has never celebrated that ever. So, when I found out about that, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And like, to me, being a Mexican American, I guess, it kind of it sucks because I feel like an outcast in that sense too, where should I celebrate it or not? Because I've never celebrated before in my life. So why start now? Or
but it's like, I'm not trying to sound victim, but it's so confusing for us to growing up, because like, we're fucking trying to learn English in school, and then we're talking Spanish and at home, so it's like, fuck, you know what I mean? It's confusing. Not only that, but like, when the holidays come around, like Mother's Day, it's like on a different day, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking confused. Like, when's what?
Me growing up, we've always celebrated the American, like, Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And then the whole, like, the after Christmas thing, the thing that the bread with the baby in it.
Yeah.
I never did that shit, you know? Like, I didn't even know what the fuck that was. I was like, what the fuck?
I heard about that when, like, they started making meme jokes about that shit. That's when I was like...
Yeah, and I mean, it sucks, and it's very confusing, you know, growing up. And, like, with going back to Yalitza, I mean, it's crazy because I don't know the Mexican culture customs over there. Like, I grew up in front of fucking Nat Medical Center, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with gallinas, roosters in my backyard, or, you know, like, I didn't have to go walking to school and all.
Yeah.
You know, like, so it kind of sucks that she got kind of canceled for it, but it wasn't her fault. It's just, she grew up different. And I grew up with my mom making, she never really cooked Mexican. Like, she cooked, like, American food, like chicken breast and, like, carne guisada, which is not, like, authentic Mexican. Yeah. Enchiladas, lasagna, pasta. So I grew up on her making that baked chicken. I never fucking ate huevos rancheros and stuff like that. I would eat scrambled eggs with bacon.
I think, like, our tacos, like the Tex-Mex ones, are the carne picada ones with, like, lettuce and tomato. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, I get her. I understand her, and it just sucks that she got so much for that.
But I guess it's risky, you know, like how a lot of people that are famous, if they've gotten canceled, you know, through racism or anything in general. So you just got to be very careful nowadays, you know.
You
with
do,
stuff.
and a lot of the times, especially like when you're a really big influencer, you're a celebrity, and you're whatever culture you come from, they expect you to talk about them or to, you know, bring them in, shine them into the light and stuff like that. And you're like, okay, I'm just trying to, you know, live my life.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
So, favorite local restaurant, like in the valley?
My favorite local restaurant, I usually always try to look for small businesses, small business restaurants and stuff like that going up. So I guess like a favorite, I don't really have a favorite. I just like to try different things. Yeah.
Whataburger or In-N-Out?
Oh shit. God. No, it's my turn to get canceled. In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
I'm sorry.
Get out.
See,
you're in, you're out.
Yeah, you out, bitch. No, I like In-N-Out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I do like it. Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, no, I mean, it is what it is. Like that Swanee too, she's big on that.
Yeah,
so.
we have different taste buds, okay?
Okay, favorite coffee place?
Favorite coffee place, same thing. I support local. Oh, this new one that they opened up down the road. It's called Black something Brew something.
Yeah.
It's down literally right down the street from my house. So it's pretty good. It's a pretty good place. Check it out. I'm like, this is not sponsored.
How do you take your coffee?
I take my coffee black. Once you go black, you never go black. I like my coffee black. Yeah, cool. And every now and then I do get chiflada, and I'll get like something flavored or whatever. But for the most part, it's black coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These apartment stories. I know you're a manager. You how long have you been doing the whole managing apartment complexes?
Probably like 13, 14 years.
So you have a fuckload of you should write a book one of these days.
Yeah.
I guess anything you want to share on that?
I've heard every story in the book on as to why you can't pay your fucking rent. One thing I am going to say is I think it's so fucking ridiculous how when it comes to bills, people, when it comes to bills, your rent should be the fucking first thing that you fucking pay. Your rent, your mortgage, right? Because without that, how are you going to be able to, you know, support anything else? But I struggle. I struggle every fucking month. People don't pay their rent. Why? Because, it's because I got a TV out from Cons and I have to pay that. I'm like, bitch, you're gonna fucking live in your TV? Like, the fuck? Like, make it make sense, you know? And I've seen so much, usually when people have emotional support animals, you don't pay for the deposit or anything like that, or you can't charge pet rent. So there was this one time where this lady had like pet chickens and stuff, but they were her emotional support, so we couldn't like do anything about it. And like,
I like when they lay eggs on my face.
See, it comforts me. Knowing that I have breakfast in the morning at the same time. But not just that. I mean, it is a very, I guess you can say it can be rewarding a lot of the times because you do help out families that need help, you know, that need housing, or I don't work with housing, but like we give them like move-in specials, or you know, you're nice to them from the minute that they walk in that door, you know. And apartment shopping sucks. I mean, you've been hard, apartment shopping, yeah. You know.
Hell yeah.
And it's my job to make you feel like, hey, maybe this can be my new home for the next 12 months or, you know, a couple of years or whatever for you and your family. It's crazy, and you never know what people are going through at the same time. So, I mean, like I said, I've seen a lot.
Yeah.
Like with
I'm gonna share one story. So this one's like I don't want to say it's too intense, but if you're easily offended, just giving you a warning. So I was living in Carlsbad, New Mexico, which is like kind of close, like 30 minutes from Roswell.
Yeah, I've been there before.
And one time I was always working, like long shifts, and one time like I was passing by an apartment and it smelled right, and it smelled like weird. So later on I find out that there's an elderly person there that he had already passed away for like 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, that's crazy. Have you experienced that yet? Like, like a person that's...
Yes.
Yeah. Did you have, like, what was the process on that? Like, call the cops or...
So what happened with this specific person? You knew right away that she had problems. She wasn't doing 100%, and she would go into the office, and she was always like happy most of the time. But there'd be some times where she would get like a piece of mail, and she would freak the fuck out, and she would like be shaking, and she'd be like, Stephanie, this is not mine. This is not my piece of mail, and I just don't want to get in trouble for it. I was like, it's okay. Like, just put it right there, and I'll give it to the mailman, and you're good. Like, don't worry about it. Okay. Should, long story made short, like you said, trigger warning. She ended up, she was a drinker. She was a drinker, and she was taking pills and stuff. So she ended up ODing in her apartment. She was always outside in the evening, smoking, drinking. The neighbors started to notice that they hadn't seen her in a couple of days. And well, in the apartment business, if you pay your rent in the beginning of the month, I mean, I have no reason to go look for you or anything, right? You're good to go. That happens a lot of times. Like, I only see a lot of people when you're applying, and then after that, I don't see you for the full year. Your rent's paid. I don't have no reason to go look for you, right? So, her neighbors started calling, like, hey, like, we haven't seen her, this and that, like, I'm just kind of worried. And I was like, well, I mean, her rent's paid, so there's nothing I can do. So then her neighbor upstairs one night, one evening, he had told me, he was like, hey, like, he actually owns a bar here locally, and he was like, I get home late, so when I get home, like, I'll go like knock on her door or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, let me know. Her car hadn't even been moved for a couple of days. So he ends up, I get a message probably like at 3:30 in the morning. He was like, hey, Steph, like, I had to call the cops and blah, blah. I was like, why? What happened? And he peeked through her living room window, and she was just laying there. Like, she was laying there, and she, like, I know, graphic or whatever, but she was already swollen. Like, she was like blue. She was already there for a couple of days.
Yeah.
So the cops came, and they actually broke her window wasn't broken. It was unlocked. So they picked it up. So by the time I got there in the morning, they had already taken her body. But she ended up like ODing and stuff. And it was just like very freaking weird how you're walking into this person's apartment who you knew, she was just there the other day, like, talking to you, and then she's gone, and all her stuff is placed like where exactly like how she left it. And it was a really sad situation. Yeah. Not just that, there was another one where, I mean, people take their lives and stuff, and we have to be there as property. We have to take care of the owner's asset, so we have to deal with it.
Do you have to call like the family members or? Sometimes
we do, but a lot of the times the family members already know because like the cops called them or something. But we deal with the family members when they try to get their belongings. Yeah, like there was one where I guess they were, I don't know what religion or what they were from, so the mom was like, well, can we have like, I don't want to say seance, it wasn't a seance, it was like a ceremony type thing. So they went into this guy's apartment where he unalived himself, and she, like, there was like sand and there was like smoke and everything, and we were like, oh, okay. Yeah. But it's just crazy, like the stuff that we deal with, and on a daily.
Any scary stuff like ghosts or anything like
superstitious? Yeah. Hell
you
yes.
got something to share?
All the time, like, no matter, my gosh, like, you always feel something, or something always fucking happens, like, no matter what property you're at or what. I mean, I've worked in old properties that have been up since like the 70s, so obviously, like, how many people have lived there, Yeah. We've had people who, like I said, who've passed away in the apartments, people who, they end up passing away like in the hospital, but you never know if the spirit comes back or something. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy career.
It's like something different, like like different stuff, different experiences.
And like you have people fucking calling and complaining about like my light bulb went out, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, well, replace it. Like, what do you want me to do about it?
Any fights like with like
we see,
neighbors and stuff?
Yeah, and we see a lot of like adultery happening, like people cheating on their spouses and stuff. But we can't say nothing about it. Like, it's not my chair, not my problem. Yeah. Like, just pay your rent. I don't care.
All right. Yeah. So, anyone that you follow, like that's an influencer on social media?
I follow a lot of people, and it's just a lot of different things. Like I follow like a lot of funny people, like MUAs. Yeah, I try to, I'm out there. Yeah. I support a lot of people.
What's your take on AI right now?
AI, I fuck with it a little bit. I've asked like little general questions and stuff, but it's kind of scary if you really think about it. And it's I
was on the previous episode with Ernie and Sonny. We were talking about it, how they finished a Beatles song through AI. Like they I guess they had like found some old recordings of John Lennon, and they brought that, like they mixed it with the AI, and with the AI they were able to like finish the I guess the wording of him, his lyrics or whatever.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
that is like so crazy.
But yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like there's a few AI that I've been wanting to do with the podcast where like there's one for like, I'll give you an example. I don't know the name of them yet. If I get it, I'll promote it later. But there's one, so like right now I'm like, say this is channel 1, this is channel 2. Right now we're on a webcam, right? If I have like another one, so it says, and I label all of them like, like Dan 1, Dan 2, Steph 1, Steph 2. I upload that to this thing, and it automatically cuts the video scene. So it starts moving the camera angles as you're talking, and it does it within 5 minutes.
Oh, shit.
So say we could be talking for like 2 hours. In 5 minutes, it's gonna fucking cut. Like it's gonna move the camera to when you're talking. So that's one of them. There's another one where, say I upload this already on YouTube. I just send them the YouTube link, and then it'll cut it into 25 clips automatically, and it rates them where it's gonna tell you got 95% chance that this reel is gonna do well on like the reels and the algorithm and all that. So that's just on podcasts, but like, all right, I'll keep going, but go.
Yeah, no, like to me, like it's fucking crazy because it's like, is anything not going to be authentic anymore? Or it's like, what are you going to do with these people, like with career wise, you work hard to get to where you're at, and then for it to be taken away because now there's AI.
Like right now, we're AI. Nah, I'm joking.
I am AI.
No, another thing I was gonna say, like, okay, so AI is categorizing different stuff, right? So another one that's crazy right now is they're imitating singers through music production software. Like there's already like a AI Drake song, AI, like.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's
like
so fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude.
So I don't know.
There's one that I want to get. It's for Photoshop, and it's where it automatically like cuts the background, and then it like, I can add like bigger eyelashes on a person, like. So there's just so much to it,
Yeah, but like that's the whole thing that I'm saying is like, where's the authenticity on certain stuff? Like.
So I have a game, and it's called Truth or Drink that we're gonna play.
I'm gonna take a drink before I I'll be thirsty. I'm a thirsty ass bitch.
All right, so
let's see him. Anyway, okay. Straight. I read it out loud, or
yeah.
What?
Well, if you fuck with it, and if not, then you could drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess it says straight up. Will we be friends in 10 years? The fuck. I mean, I think so. We've been friends already for how long already?
Like almost 20 years.
God damn.
Yeah, since high school.
Yeah,
you know what
since
I mean?
high school. So I
graduated 04.
I graduated 06.
And I think I met you in 02. Yeah, so I've known you since 2002.
Since we were in diapers. When you were a mocoso.
Hey, we're gonna recreate Rugrats with the Pampers and shit.
With your mocos everywhere.
Okay, my turn. Okay, play this card at any time. This converts any question. Buy a round. Now everyone has to answer or drink. Nah, fuck that. It's not fun.
I pay for shit.
These are green. Oh, wait, let me. All right. If someone important to you said they'd stop seeing you unless you stop seeing me, would you?
Well, yeah.
It's happened already.
Well, yeah.
It's happened.
Why bring up shit? Okay, let's see. This round's on me.
No, some of those game ones.
No. Okay. Have you ever seen me charm my way out of trouble?
Well, I think I want to say that you've gone away out of a ticket, no? A few times, or no? Like you've shared that before?
Yeah,
or no?
I have actually.
Man, the advantage of you girls, you know what I mean? Like, looking all fucking cute and shit.
Yeah.
Tell us about a secret you had to keep from your loved ones. Oh, that's me, right? So tell us about a secret you had to keep from your loved ones. Trying to think. Well, I guess I won't say loved ones, but in high school I had a friend cheating on another friend. You know what I mean? And they were my friends. That's kind of hard sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's sure. Like, I don't know. You don't want to lose the friendships, and that's why it's not good sometimes to like hook up people that are like friends, because that's a little risky.
That's why you shouldn't have friends.
But yeah, I don't want to have friends anymore.
Describe a time when you really disappointed someone. Did you ever earn their trust back? I mean, I'm not a good daughter. I don't know. I don't think I have, because I really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Honestly.
When was the last time you spoke to an ex? What was it about? Was there any tension? Maybe like 3 months ago, and it was just like she had already moved on, but around that time, like, we were both real toxic, and I'm the one that blocked her, and I just missed the sex. Yeah, but I mean, we're cool. You know what I mean? Like,
what's something that you're self-conscious about? Are you working on it? I guess like self-conscious about. I'm like clink 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 linking and shit. I guess. I don't know. I don't know anything about myself, actually. Thanks for elimination, Danny.
Pinche downer card. Buzzkill. Every friendship involves give and take. Which one am I? I'm a giver.
Yeah, for sure. You're a giver.
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
You want Chichi? Yeah.
Did somebody say Chichi?
One more. We'll do one more. And then
okay. If I didn't have my current job, what do you see me doing?
Fucking influencer. Fucking Facebook comedian, dude. Like, I always like to see the good in people. You know what I mean? And growing up with you, like, things that, you know, like, I fucking like admired and stuff was like obviously the comedy, and I was like, I know you don't say it, but like you don't think, but like singing, like when we would jam, like I thought you had a nice voice, so I could picture you like at a bar, like saying a funny story, and then you do your fucking
breaking
song.
Out into song, like,
yeah.
I don't know.
We'll come back to these. Okay, dude. So I know you love fucking shopping online. Any websites that you wanna?
Amazon's the OG. I love perfumes, like, and I've been trying to like grow a collection. So I started buying like off of fragrance.net because like you get like percent like coupons and shit like that or whatever. But yeah, I like I love perfumes.
Have you tried? I think there's like a subscription one where they send you like samples every month or something.
I looked into it and I was like, I can't, like, it's like a little fucking thing that they send you. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking spend so much money on that. But I've actually been into like Arabic scents. Like they have the oils and they have Arabic perfumes.
Like smell like camel balls over.
You smell like desert.
That's many in the sand.
Like that sand. No, yeah, it's just like the scents are so like it's very strong. Like
is it like a sweet spicy or is it like
they have different ones. Like they have like you have like different notes of like wood or like fruit and stuff like that. But the scents last and it's a lot cheaper than fucking buying like Dior or anything. You know, and it smells so good. I've actually gotten there's this specific one that I wear and I mix two scents on me and every time I've worn it I swear like I'll get like a compliment and it smells so good. It's like fucking panty drop.
Christmas is around the corner. Do you have your Christmas list already?
A Christmas list. No, I don't.
No.
You
don't know what you want yet?
All I want for Christmas is a big booty. Just kidding. No, I mean I'm pretty. You know, I'm comfortable. You know, I don't need anything.
So what are you jamming to right now?
A little bit of everything actually. Like I just put my shit on shuffle. I listen to country. I listen to hippity hop, Spanish music and stuff like that. So it's just my fucking music's all random. There's sometimes where I'm driving to work and I listen to fucking like Disney music and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'll fucking bust into a song with fucking Frozen and shit. Then the summer.
It's like that meme that's like that talks about our raza, how like it's all like bipolar, you know, like it's hip hop or Spanish or, you know.
Dude, like for real today I work in Harlingen, so I had to go to McAllen to go pick up we had our turkey Thanksgiving luncheon. So I had to go to McAllen to go pick up the food. And on the way back to Harlingen, I was fucking listening to Celine Dion.
Nice.
Yeah, I was listening to My Heart Will Go On, and then the one that goes, for all those times you stood by me. I was like, yeah.
Dude, 90s, dude. 90s.
Yeah,
like.
for sure. So, I mean, it's always something different, and yeah.
Favorite song, artist, and band?
My favorite song of all time and my favorite band is I love Fleetwood Mac. Like I can listen to Fleetwood Mac every day, all day long. And my favorite song, one of my favorite songs from them, is called Rhiannon. Like that's my song. I know. Yeah.
So Fleetwood Mac would be considered an artist or a band?
Well, it's a band, but
a band.
Stevie Nicks. There you go.
Okay.
Like I fucking love her.
Yeah. Okay. When it comes to alcohol, favorite beer, liquor, and wine. You're like, fine, the good part.
That's good and interesting. Favorite beer. So I like any Mexican beers, but I've been getting into craft beer. That shit's strong. That is strong as shit. So I like craft beer. When it comes to liqueur, I think I'm more of a tequila person, but yeah, I don't really fuck with it too much because a bitch fucking blacks the fuck out and starts fucking like getting toxic as shit, you know? I'm
fucking start throwing Spider-Man web.
I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at? Nobody's even looking at me. There's even nobody in the room. No, yeah. I like tequila, but tequila don't like me. Yeah. And wine, I'm more of a sweet wine. I don't fuck with that dry shit.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Dude, have you tried the beer here at the brewery yet with Miguel?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's got like those 5 samples or something.
Yeah. Oh my god, they're so good. So the one, did you try the big red one?
Yeah.
It's fucking good, right?
Yeah.
So when I tried it, I was like, golly, it tastes exactly like Big Red. But I actually wrote down the names of them. I took pictures and I wrote down the names of them, but I forgot which one it is that I like the most. But they're actually really good.
I do want to shout out to Miguel. He just opened the brewery here in Weslaco. And also, I always got love for Chris Gallery, Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried the food there yet?
Fuck yeah. I actually go to Chris quite a bit.
That's cool.
Yeah, the food is really good.
I've always liked the vibe because it kind of feels like you're at a house.
Yeah.
And it's just
like
chill.
you're just kicking it with like your friends that don't know you. The like strangers are there, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I said, support local. Yeah. You know. But
I know you're talking about that local coffee place. I'm trying to remember it right now, but it's like
literally right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get the name later. Okay, so good. Favorite movie, favorite TV show.
I love anything zombie, like, and I love paranormal. My favorite genre is horror. So I mean, the fucking the new Exorcist movie that came out, I was actually kind of disappointed on that one. It had a good storyline, but it wasn't scary at all. I had actually seen have you seen Korean movies?
I've seen them like on Netflix sometimes.
They're so good. I don't know what the fuck they're saying, but it has the subtitles. But they're actually so good. I actually saw. You need to watch it. It's called Train to Busan, and it's about zombies. And they get on they get on a train, and like there's zombies fucking everywhere, and they're trying to get out of the fucking train to survive. It is such a good movie, and at the end it made me cry.
Dude, there was like a chick flick, not chick flick, but like a romantic zombie movie. I don't know you remember it, where this guy, he eats his girl's boyfriend, and then like he starts like dating her and stuff, and then towards the end like
he's able to like kind of talk a little bit.
Yeah.
You
know what I'm talking about? I think I saw it like it was on Hulu or Netflix.
Yeah, but I fucking love zombie movies, like 28 Weeks Later, like, you know,
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead is fucking funny.
Piss off.
Yeah. Piss off.
Favorite actor and actress.
Favorite actor and actress. I don't know. I don't really. Anybody who has big titties. Pretty much.
Okay. Anything you want to share about Labradoodles? Did I pronounce it right?
Labradoodles. They're so cute and they're so fun. So I have a Labradoodle and I have a standard poodle. And they had fucking puppies, bro. They weren't even supposed to. I had told my son, I was like, we were keeping them apart, you know?
You accidentally put on like Keith's sweat or what?
Dude, no. Like, I would put, when she got her little thing, you know, when she got into heat, like, I would put diapers on her. And there was this one day I had told my son, like, hey, we need to keep them apart. And this motherfucker fucking left for 5 minutes from the house. And we get home and they're fucking stuck together, dude. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, maybe she's not gonna be pregnant because it one time. Nope, just takes one time. It just takes one fucking time. And sure enough, this bitch fucking started getting fatter and fatter and fatter. And I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
God damn it. Bitch had fucking 10 puppies. So I have 4 left right now. If anybody wants Labradoodle, let me know.
So those, like, do you like sell those, or they're like considered mutts, or?
They're technically considered mutts, but they're designer dogs.
Oh, okay.
They're designer dogs.
They all came out looking the same, like.
I had this litter that she had the majority of them were chocolate puppies, and she had 2 black. But yeah, they're chocolate covered strawberries.
You're hungry.
I'm hungry. But yeah, they're chocolates. They're hypoenergetics, so if you have allergies to dogs, I mean, it's very minimal. They don't shed, and if they do, it's like I said, it's very minimal. So they're super smart dogs. They're so cute. I love them.
It's crazy how there's money in the dog business, you know, like
I remember it's a lot of fucking work, dude. Like, you fucking like get home to fucking piss and shit, and then having to fucking buy them their food, and then the grooming alone. Every time I take my dogs to the groomer, it's $100 each.
Jesus.
Each one. So I was actually thinking about investing in some clippers.
Yeah.
And fucking YouTubing that shit and fucking learning how to fucking cut their own hair.
Yeah, I started cutting my own hair too, dude, because it's fucking $50 a month. Can't imagine you girls, y'all spend a lot more on your hair, you know.
I don't actually.
No. So you do it on your own, or what?
I know it's kind of hard to see here, like in the camera, but this is like my natural hair. Like, it's all gray hair. So it's called like the Silver Sisters. Like, if you find them like on TikTok or Instagram, Silver Strands or whatever. So I haven't colored my hair in a year and 9 months. So the only thing that I have that's not natural is just this end part. But it looks like I have highlights.
So it's your hair, your silver hair?
Like all this right here is all my gray hair. It's all my silver hair.
You look wise. That's cool, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, so when you shower, do you use the same towel to dry it?
To dry my hair?
To dry everything.
Do you
use the same towel or no?
Oh no. For my hair and my face, I'll use like a t-shirt.
Okay.
And then for my body, it's something else because you're gonna fucking wiping your fucking ass, drying your face or what?
That shit, I use the same one. Fuck yeah, I don't give a fuck.
You're like, it's clean.
Yeah, I get pink eye and shit the next day. Nah, toilet paper. Do you use that one roll? Do you use it once or do you fold it?
Fold it one time, bro. Oh. It's hard out here.
Yeah,
you know?
Nah, I fold it like three or four times. Dude. I don't give a fuck. Oh, I got messy. Nah, I'm joking.
Like, just get wipies, dude.
Yeah.
Kind of fold it.
Okay. What was your first job?
My first job, I was a cashier at a store. And if you know, you know.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, so I'm gonna ask you, when did you come out?
When did I first come out, like, with my sexuality?
Yeah.
I guess publicly I came out, it was like maybe 3 years or so, like after high school. But like everybody close to me knew, you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And it wasn't hard or anything. Like luckily, and I think whoever's up there, like whatever, Allah, God, whatever. I was never given a hard time about it. Like,
everybody was supportive.
Yeah, like when I told my mom, she was like, okay, and like, you should have fucking said something before. Like, bitch, you already fucking had 3 kids.
Yeah.
No, like everybody was really supportive with me. Not even my uncles or aunts. Like nothing. Like nobody gave me shit. You know. So yeah.
Is it annoying like when dudes be hitting you up and shit?
It's fucking annoying as shit. And it's always the same thing. They're like, hey, what's up? And you're like, oh, hi, whatever. They're like, they ask you like basically like why you're gay or whatever. And the famous line is, it's because you haven't had the right dick yet. And it's like, bitch, the fuck? I have like 10 in my fucking cupboard, bitch. Of all shapes and sizes and colors. So no, it's not that. And it's just like, and then with the whole, because I guess like the way I present myself is I'm considered like the femme, because I'm girly, you know, I'm not extremely girly, but so when it comes to like coming out, I guess in a sense it's like I literally have to come out constant. Not that I have to, right? But it's constant to where like you meet somebody new and then like they find out that you're gay. So because I don't look gay, and that's what they say. You don't look gay. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to look? You know, just because I don't have short hair or whatever. But yeah, it's constantly always coming out.
Dude, so I know you've gotten married to both sexes.
Mm-hmm.
What's your experience and input on that?
A lot of people say, like, especially like a lot of girls like that are like fucking tired of their baby daddies and shit. They're like, oh, I'm just gonna date a girl and blah blah blah. Bitch, it's the fucking same shit. Like, as in, like the problems are gonna be the same. It's the same thing. Like, you still have to communicate with your partner. But just because you're a girl, is it easier to date another girl? No. I mean, sometimes it's even harder because you have these two bitches on their fucking period, and you know you're both like fucking attacking each other, or you're taking each other's clothes, you're taking each other's makeup and shit like that. So I wouldn't say, I mean, it's different because it's what you prefer, you know, with whatever it is that you want to, who you want to be with. But I mean, in the end, marriage is marriage. So yeah.
Dude, so do you got any goals, like long-term goals? Yes, I do. I want to be
eventually with my whole career thing, I've already been doing this for so many years, and I think it's finally time for me to fucking like own something myself,
Yeah.
So that's one of my long-term goals. And as far as like social media goals, I mean, I would like to build more of a following and stuff, but if it's something that doesn't happen, I mean, I'm fine with that. I don't really get on social media to try to do anything specific. I just do it because I enjoy it, and if I can make somebody laugh or somebody's day better, cool.
And that's crazy, dude, because you don't even try. Like, you're just being you, and it's happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like, I mean, from my outside point of view, like, don't stop. Like, it's dude, like, you're doing fucking great on that.
And before, like, I would get like a whole bunch of like why the fuck are you recording yourself crying? It's like, bitch, it's like a fucking vlog. I want to be able, like, for example, with the whole situation that happened with me a year ago, I was so devastated. I was so, like, it was a big life-changing event that happened to me. And when I look back at my Snapchats today, and when how you get like your memories and stuff, and I look at those old videos of myself, and I'm like, damn, like, I was in a bad place at that time, and right now, like, I'm fucking good, like, and at that moment in time, like, I never thought that I would be here today. Like, it wouldn't hurt anymore.
Yeah.
So it's good to look back at shit like that, and it really, really does help you move on. Yeah.
Do you want to give any shout outs or hi to anybody?
Hi everybody. The gum's getting on me.
Okay, so where can people get a hold of you? Like, if they want to follow your social media, like TikTok.
Well, yeah, my TikTok, the handle's up there at Steph_star29. My Instagram's the same thing, but I haven't really like posted too much like on Instagram. I want to start getting more into it, but my Facebook, I mean, it's just more, like a personal type thing where I post more of my children on there, or but yeah, like my other social media, like my TikTok is just like fucking around.
And the last question, anyone that's starting with like the whole TikTok, any advice that you want to share with that? Like,
yeah, just fucking do it. Like, who cares? People fucking talk shit anyway. They say what they're gonna say no matter what. So if you want to act dumb, like, who cares? Who gives a shit what the fuck people have to say? I mean, I've done it so many times, like, especially on my Snapchat. Like, I'll put my phone down and I'm getting ready and I'm just dancing like a fucking idiot, and and I've posted on my Snapchat where, like, hey, you guys, I'm gonna get off Snapchat for a while, and people will message me like, no, don't do that. Like, why are you gonna do that? And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll stay. Okay, fine, I'll stay. And yeah, like, I mean, if they don't like you, they are probably still gonna watch you, first of all, but they don't have to, just swipe.
yeah,
just fuck it, do what you want to do. Life's too fucking short to be fucking worried about what other people are gonna think about you. They ain't fucking pay my bills. Like,
dude, so how did you like the experience for it being your first podcast episode? Is this something you would want to do, like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I'm thinking of, like, I don't want to spoil it, you know what I mean? But I know you had talked about us doing other stuff. Like, how do you feel now that you get the vibe here? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I like it. Down? Like, I have like a lot of different ideas and stuff. But like, not to like really put it out there yet. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot that I do want to do.
And for a while, dude, I've been wanting, like, to get you in here because you're just a natural, like, entertaining person. You know what I mean?
I was like, who the fuck is Stephanie?
Yeah, guys, just follow, and you'll understand what I mean on TikTok. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I want to say, Stephanie, thank you for coming today.
Thank you
like
for
I said,
having me.
I hope we do some more stuff. And guys, this is episode 53. It's gonna be on all platforms: Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube. It's gonna be on everything. So once I edit, it should be out like within the week or so. So
yeah,
just want to say thank you, Steph, and thanks, you guys. And just stay tuned for the what's coming.
Yeah.
Peace out.